Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is Ellie Jne, your lifestyle ambassador. So, on my channel, I talk about all things lifestyle and ambassadorships and space curating and fashion, beauty, all of those good things. And I try to bring in more of a space curator approach of understanding the why of, you gathering or adding beautification to your lifestyle and things like that. So, with that background, I wanted to start off with an actual conversation about a tuckaway corner, right? So, what is the value of a tuckaway corner and what is a tuckaway corner? So, a tuckaway corner is about 3 to 6 spaces in your home, and this could be actually any space that you are, heavily residing in or equipping yourself in, like a workspace, church, or somewhere like at your I don't know, somewhere where you enjoy the most. You have 3 to 6 spaces in that space that was created as a stable vibe to usher in intended and perpetual moods at all times. I usually like to break down different terminologies with the who, what, when, where, and why because we want to know the entire precipice of what's going on or surface of what's going on whenever we do make decisions. So, in saying that, let's get into our first who. The who. So, with that, how do I know that I'm missing a tuckaway space? And this is how you can identify the who within creating your own tuckaway space. And that's by really knowing that wherever I go, I do not have a place of rest. Whenever you're looking like I go home and it's just awful or it's just time consuming, it's not relaxing, I don't get great sleep or some me time, it's time for you to add a tuckaway space. If you go to work and it's very, very overloaded and it's just too much going on, you might need a tuckaway space. The tuckaway space basically promotes you the opportunity to be able to take a step back and recoup. One of a tuckaway space that I have is within my bedroom because I always want to spend more time in my bedroom because as soon as I wake up, I'm on the go. But I have a corner within my room. It is one of the 3 spaces in my house that I just basically do just like what this picture is doing. It has a window. I can, just really hang out with some books, and it's just really quiet and it's really cute, and it just really complements what I would dream of as a fantasy, and it relieves me of any thoughts that I just want to, walk away from or take a break from. So, which goes into the what? What does a tuckaway space look like? Well, there's many different versions. As you're going to see throughout this slide, I have many different um, photos of tuckaway spaces. But what they are really equipped with is what is in your fantasy, what is comfortable. So you would start off like looking at colors. Does white and tans and cool tones calm you out, or do you love the reds and the blues? So it's really based upon what do you like. Do you love plants? Do you love books? Do you enjoy, really hanging out in just a space in a wall, right? What is your space that complements who you are? And you basically add that in your tuckaway corner, and that's just your space to always come back to whenever you need to reset. Which goes into when do I use my tuckaway space? And when do I need to reset? So whenever you find yourself having a really tough peak season, and I'm just talking in the terms of your home, you might want to be able to use it whenever you're at your most stressed, when you're the most happiest, and then also when you just need to just, I don't know, relax. I usually use my tuckaway space in my bedroom whenever I just want some extra time to think about some of the things that are going on within my business. And I just sit there with a cup of tea and scroll through social media in peace and quiet. And every now and then I'll look up through the window and see the birds and all of the different types of life form that's around my home. And that's whenever I use my tuckaway corner in my room. But the other tuckaway space that I have in my living room that's very comfortable and fun for me, I use that space whenever I want to be social, but yet I don't have to like really press the social space. I'm like in the living room where everyone can actually gather if they want to, but for the most part it's open. So The tuckaway space can have like different types of vibes to it. One could be very, very intimate, just you. Another tuckaway space could be very open for the family. At work, it could be somewhere where you could be able to like gather yourself privately, or you can have a tuckaway space at work where you can actually have water cooler talk. But for the most part, identifying those safe spaces for you is very important throughout your day. So, which goes into where are some great tuckaway spaces or options in my home. So, I have an office. So that's like one that's heavily marked for me. Another great tuckaway space is finding a little nook or area within your own bedroom and make it super cute, super you. The whole bedroom would end up falling into, your special space once you handle that one little corner, that one little tuckaway space. And I usually would set mine up by a window where somebody else might end up like facing a wall because things are just too busy, and that's something that calms them. Another thing that could be a great tuckaway space option is a place outside. Um, Being able to have a space outside to be able to breathe is definitely relaxing. But if your space does not permit an outside space, definitely find something near a window. Um, Outside too, that space should always remain clean, clear, and just full of just things that remind you of why life is great, and how great life is, even though things may be up or down. And the why. Why do you need a tuckaway space? I am a firm believer when you're curating a space, you have to um, really consider the audience. And it's okay for you to be the audience sometimes. And a tuckaway space promotes you being an audience. If you have a grounded sense of where and who you are, then you're able to go out there and help perpetuate other people's spaces. So, for instance, if I'm always in a chaotic state, yes, I might render out some great events, but it's not as peaceful, serene, and grounded as I would like it to be because I don't even know what I like as a grounded person. And that would actually show through your actual work whenever you're curating a space. It could have fun, but people might be searching for some type of relaxation, right? Or some type of like point as to why are we meeting, right? The tuckaway space is allowing you to actually get back to your center. So whatever you do as your main job, as your main focus in your life, you can remain centered and go out there and help people find their center space and promote that type of serenity inside. So a tuckaway space is definitely about recalibrating yourself so you can be healthy for your environment. And let me just say this: what I love about this picture is, kids need a tuckaway space too. Just somewhere that just feels a little bit like your special little secret, right? And you look at this TP, and this TP is usually TPs are usually in the child's room, and they're in their TP with their toys and just having a time of their life because they're able to imagine. And that's what a tuckaway space also does for the human as well. It's just being able to get back into a small little zone and just really start to imagine and just want something new and different and better. So I do have a picture on my Instagram, which is my favorite space in my home, and this is like my room tuckaway space. And all it has is a plant and a chair and a window. I literally bring my coffee and probably put it in the windowsill. I tuck away in that chair. I'll probably bring a little footstool by there, but I literally sit there and watch the sun go up or go down. And there's a lot of birds. So that's my little tuckaway space that I wanted to share and really inspire you to create one. Actually, three or 3 to 6 spaces in your home, depending upon how big your space is. So, in order for you to start to build your tuckaway space, there's 3 easy steps that I try to do to help promote this. Number one, have a fantasy. Fantasize what that dream space would look like to you, right? Would it be big cushions? Would it be a lot of colors, very little colors, a lot of plants? Would it be a place where a lot of people will be around, or most of them would they allow you to remain introverted? But the best place to start, if you're really trying to figure out how do I even start this fantasy, definitely utilize Pinterest and social media apps. They have many different, cute little vibes that you can start to, build your own identity with. And don't forget to save it even from the most luxurious all the way down to the most simplest DIY, because building that space is definitely going to promote some self appreciation, self healing, and all of those good things. The second thing you want to do when you're getting started to build your tuckaway space is is to start slow, right? It's very important that you know that starting slow doesn't mean take your time to get there, but buy little small things that you like, right? If it's like a vase, there was a DIY where someone was plastering a vase and it had this beautiful texture. If you know that you want that vase in your home and that's a cool little DIY, go after it. That can actually spark, once you have it in your home, spark an imagery of what you want to be able to contribute in your tuckaway space. This allows you not to feel overwhelmed, but it gets things going. Also, start off with small things, because if you have to return things to the store, you could definitely do that and it wouldn't hurt you, but necessarily just help you keep going and finding what you need for your space. And the last thing is, even though this is a cool little project, please find it to be completed. Whenever you start a project and never complete it and have a full vision come into fruition, it does cramp your style. And we don't want that. We want you to feel liberated, excited about your little safe space. Also, whenever you curate your space, just know that your journey is the best and most valuable asset. So you getting to your completion stage is where you learn the most about you. So take some time out to take notes or videos about during this journey, so you can be able to see yourself working on and exploring who you are with these decisions that you make. If you have any questions and need a space curator, I am Ellie Jne. Go to elliejne@gmail.com. I'm definitely on all types of social media, so I'm at Ellie Jne, and to the right of the screen you can be able to see how to contact me on all social media platforms. I also have a podcast as well, and then of course you can find all of my videos on elliejne.com with some great tips, videos, and ways that I curate my space through food, fashion, interior decorating, and so forth. And I am an esthetician, so I love all things that's aesthetically pleasing. And I did not start this journey in 2020, but I did make sure this year to be able to start sharing. So in saying that, I look forward to chatting with you guys soon, and goodbye.